So guys, today I'm joined by John again.
Welcome.
And we are recording what I believe is going to be the 10th battle report on the channel for Marvel.
That's flown by.
Yeah, so that's gone pretty quickly. And there's some other exciting things to go along with that. So first of all, this weekend obviously is the reality event in the Infinity Series. So this should be going up on a Thursday.
Fingers crossed.
Would mean that the Infinity Series event is 2 days away. There are still spaces if you want to come down. It's held at Brum. It's £20 each. The second exciting thing is that thanks to some more support on Patreon and the growth of the channel, we're going to be doing another giveaway. And seeing as it is the 10th battle report, I thought we'd do something a little bit bigger. So we're going to be giving away a Leviathan Dreadnought or a copy of Malekith from Marvel.
So 2 big chunky things.
2 big chunky things.
2 big chunks.
So you can check out the details of the giveaway over on the Facebook page for those. That aside, today, John, we're going to be doing our battle report, and I'm going to be using rather the S.H.I.E.L.D affiliation.
Okay, that's interesting. I'm going to be running Asgard.
Asgard, right? 2 brand new affiliations. We're almost there with doing everything on the channel. I think we've still got a couple more we need to do. We haven't done Dark Dimension because we don't have Dormammu yet. I can't really think of any others.
Black Order, I don't think is featured as
we haven't
yet.
So we haven't done Black Order, we haven't done Dark Dimension.
And then I did just pick up, or we did, as the channel, just pick up Winter Guard.
Yeah, so we've got Winter Guard as well to do. So there's a few more on the way, hopefully, and then after that we'll start doing some more where we go back over ones we've done before with different matchups and different characters. So John, let's get ready for this one.
Let's get going.
And hopefully the 10th one goes okay.
Oh, fingers crossed.
So John, should we roll for priorities?
Let's do it. I just made an amazing roll off camera, so let's see if we can
get the same one again. I've got 2.
Wow!
That's what you deserve for rolling early.
That's not 3 wilds and a crit, is it?
No, so it looks like I've got priority and we'll move to missions. So John, we've gone for a right mix of crisis cards. I've thrown together some stuff for S.H.I.E.L.D and you've done the same for Asgard.
Yep.
And we've ended up with a huge threat values. We've got a 14, no sorry, we've got 2 14s, 2 16s, 2 17s, 2 18s, 2 19s and 2 20s.
Is there a threat? We're only missing 15.
Only missing 15, yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah, a real mix of stuff there, which is, I guess, what happens when you just throw stuff together. So, for S.H.I.E.L.D today, for my blues, I've gone for the notorious sword base, which I know people don't tend to like.
My only issue with sword base is if you activate last,
yeah, you get a huge advantage.
You get a huge advantage, and with the cost of Asgard, I'd really like to try and avoid that.
Yeah, well, you will be picking threats, so I'd imagine we're not going to be playing 14.
Oh, hell no.
No. So, up next after that, we've got Mayor Fisk, fast to find missing witnesses. So that's just a couple of civilians on the points near each board edge, so over on the left and the right, that we have to sort of fight over. And then last we've got Cosmic Invasion, another low threat mission with just 16 threat. It's 4 points on a D-secure, and it can be a little funky with the pushes and the power, so that should be interesting. In terms of extracts, I've got Mutant Extremists, just because I wanted to have another low threat mission. I don't know how well it'll be if I end up holding one of those against the Asgard. I don't fancy my odds. Got Montesi Formula, which just a few extracts on the board again, keeps the game nice and close, lets me get the most out of the S.H.I.E.L.D leadership, which lets me keep in if I'm behind. And then Spider Infected, because if I do really need to go wide, I've got the Grunts as well to hold one of them for me, so I can do some shenanigans with that. Do you want to quickly run us through yours?
Yeah, so in terms of extracts, I've got Alien Ship Crashes Down. So 20 threat keeps the threat nice and high, allows me to try and maximise the number of Asgardians I can get on the table. It also kind of forces a fight into 3 points, which is something I think Asgard are going to really like with their punchiness. We've got Deadly Legacy, simply for the same kind of reason. It's 3 points towards the middle of the board, quite a high threat. Enchantress's ability to potentially steal some of them off people is quite good, so that works quite well. And then we've got Hammers, because you clearly can't run Asgard without running the Asgard affiliated mission, so that's just there because...
Well, it's not affiliated to them, but it does feel right, doesn't it?
It does. I mean, you're picking up Asgardian Hammers. If you're running Asgard, you've got to have some Asgardian Hammers. And then in terms of secures, we went for Terrigen Clouds. Again, it's a high threat. I know it dishes out some poison, and it's a couple of wide areas, but Asgard's leadership allows me to kind of mitigate the poison at the start of an activation, so I don't mind that too much. We've got Intrusions. Again, it fits back into those 3 points in the middle of the board. It allows me to hop between them if I need to get somewhere and try and punch somebody on the other side. And then Mutant Madmen, because we've always got to try and rep a little bit of mutants at some point. And again, it's quite a high threat for Asgard.
Right then, John, so I am going to go with my secures, mainly because I don't want to play Alien Ship at such a high threat value with a single extract.
Okay.
Also because, although I do think Mutant Extremists could be good, I don't know how I feel about taking it into Asgard. So we're going to get rid of those.
Okay,
And you
I
get
will
rid of
remove
yours,
these.
and then we'll give these a shuffle. So, right. Which one would you like, Mr. John?
What's that one?
So if you're having this one, I'll take that one.
Whoa, opposites.
So we have Mayor Fisk, classified missing witnesses, and hammers.
Ooh.
So 16 or 18.
I am going to take 18. And
I thought you might. So we'll build some rosters and then we'll get back to you. So for the shield today, we've gone fully affiliated at 18 threat. We are 6 wide, or 7 wide if you count the grunts. Do you know John isn't too happy about?
John is not.
So first of all, we've got Nick Fury, who is our leader. He's a 4 threat piece. I think he's worth 4 threat when you've got the shield agents with him. Obviously, you have to take him to be playing shield at the minute. And he does have some interesting stuff he can do with one of his tactics cards. And some of the shenanigans he can do, again, interacting with the grunt. So that's going to be really interesting to see. We've got the original core box Black Widow in there. We managed to squeeze her in. Just go a little bit wider. She's really useful for an objective. Hopefully I'll be able to grab a hammer with her and just leave, so she can recover the asset and move out of the way and let everyone else fight the battle. Then we've got 2 heavy hitters in the middle. We've got Iron Man and Bucky, so they're both ranged characters, both affiliated again, as is everything. So Iron Man brings in some long range energy attacks and some pushes, whereas Bucky just brings in the hurt with a rapid firing assault rifle and Red Fury if anyone gets too close. After that, we've got Taskmaster, who is very unique, I would say, amongst all the characters. So he has a really interesting mechanic. If you try and double tap him, you get some extra defense dice. He's got a nice counter strike that gets better again if you double tap him. And then he's also got mnemonic technique, which adds dice equal to the amount of physical defense that the opponent has, which is going to be really useful into Asgard, as they essentially have 4s across the board on their physical defense. Lastly, we've got Hawkeye. So again, another long range hitter. Being able to choose energy should help with a couple of the Asgardians, although, as we've said, they have got really, really solid defences. But being able to hook arrow around and just do some shenanigans is going to be really useful. Then, when we look at tactics cards, I've gone for 3 affiliated and 2 others. So the first card I've got is the S.H.I.E.L.D Mobile. So anyone that doesn't know, the S.H.I.E.L.D Mobile lets an allied S.H.I.E.L.D character spend 3 power to play this card. That character gains a flight superpower this round, and it immediately advances long. So it's absolute shenanigans, and it can just almost teleport one character from one side to the other as they jump in the shield mobile and just skirt away. After that, we've got Eye in the Sky. So it's a whole wall of text. What this is it's sort of a version of Lifesaver from Ghost Spider's card that is specific to Nick Fury, so he can spend power when an ally is targeted. They get moved out of the way, and if they're no longer in range, they're no longer being hit, which is really useful. Next up, we've got Battlefield Medicine. So this is essentially S.H.I.E.L.D-specific med pack. So although med pack is gone from the game, S.H.I.E.L.D pack is still around, and he lets you heal 3 damage off of a character within 3. So it's really, really useful. Then the last 2 cards you've got are Mission Objective. Although I have gone super wide, I am very cautious of the fact that I might go down super quick. So Mission Objective will let me hand off a hammer to somebody standing nearby if needs be. Lastly, we've gone for Patch Up, because it's just such a great card, and the fact that I've got healing both in Patch Up and Battlefield Medicine should really help to keep some more characters alive. It'll be really useful on character like Taskmaster, or even Iron Man with his invulnerability, as his health is just that little bit harder to chew through than everyone else's. So, we're going to take a look at the Asgard roster.
Okay, so for S.H.I.E.L.D today, 18 threat. We've obviously got Thor. Thor is required as the only Asgard leader. Despite the heavy rumours that Heimdall may have been dropping in as a second one at some point, that hasn't happened, and Thor is the only guy we can currently take. However, he's useful. He's got a strike, he's got a charge, he's got a thunder area attack. I've always found decent when I get it off. Whether it's worth the 6 power is debatable, but he's got plenty of tech with him, but he is costly at 5. Then we've got Valkyrie, who despite a slight card change is still more than worth her salt. At 3 threat, she's got a wonderful strike. She's got Asgardian Might, which is a great throw. She's got Warrior of Legend, which allows her to mitigate some dice a little bit for some strikes. She is a solid aggro piece. We've got Heimdall, who is one of the latest 2 releases for Asgard, so we're going to drop him in there today and see what he can do. I've not used him at all at this point, so this is kind of a tester run for him. But you know, his All-Seeing Eye allows other characters within 3 to reroll 2 of their dice for 2 power, and as he gains 2 power a turn, this seems great if I'm looking to either A, smash something up entirely, or B, try and prevent some extra damage coming through from the large number of S.H.I.E.L.D characters that I've just seen me facing off against. We've then got Angela, who is also expensive at 5 threat, but packs a whole ton of kit. Her ability to kind of throw with Odin's Son's Might, her angelic assassin that allows her to hop around and kind of do some extra attacks and things, means that she should really be putting some hurt into characters like 2 threat Black Widow and Hawkeye if she can get anywhere near him. And then we've got Toad. So it came down to a choice of Toad or Rocket Raccoon to fill out the 18 threat. Toad is there because hopefully he can grab a hammer while staying relatively safe early on in the game with his ability to interact from 2. And let's be honest, the Toad always punches above his weight whenever he's on the table anyway. And, you know, mutants, not to bang on, but he's there. Okay, so tactics cards wise, we've got a whole suite of Asgard cards, plus one maybe Asgard thematic card. So we've got Odin's Blessing, which basically, when I am about to take a ton of damage, allows me to spend 3 to reduce the amount of damage suffered to 1. So this should really help me try and stay alive a little bit longer if things turn into a scrum, or if somebody starts to get a little bit down on their luck. We've got Rainbow Bridge, which allows any number of allied Asgard characters to spend 3, as long as they're not holding an objective, and then they get to place themselves within 3 of their current position. So a little bit of movement shenanigans that are on board. We've got Doom Prophecy, which is an interesting one, and I found it either works amazingly well, or it just goes to hell and somebody dies in no time at all. But what it basically allows me to do is spend 3 to play that card, and then I do not roll defense dice against physical attacks for the rest of the game, but I get to add dice due to my physical defense until the next cleanup phase. So it basically increases my ability to punch. So if I can add that maybe with an Odin's Blessing to mitigate some incoming damage, you could see somebody like Angela really go off on a turn. We've then got Patch Up. It is one of the only healing cards, if not the only healing card, maybe apart from S.H.I.E.L.D pack, which we've just discussed, left in the game. So to add some stability to some Asgardians, we've dropped that in the card. And then we've added Grievous Wounds. 1, because it has some awesome Asgard artwork on it, but 2, with S.H.I.E.L.D pack and Patch Up being in Aaron's list, this was in there in case I needed to get somebody injured, and I can then spend 1 power to play this card, and then they cannot remove any damage for the remainder of this round. So that kind of mitigates 2 of his tactics cards for a little while if it becomes a crunch situation where I need them gone. So we will see how this goes.
So John, I've got priority, and the first character I'm going to place is Bucky. He's going to jump right in the middle of the board to shove some size 5 attacks right in your face.
Do me a favour, tell me your size 3.
Yeah, because John, you just seem to always be deploying with a size 4 lately.
Yeah, I may have just deployed with a size 4, got partially into round 1 and gone, why am I so close to an objective?
Yeah, I thought, that's awful close, John.
Angela is going there, which is where she went, unbeknownst to anybody watching, about 5 minutes ago.
Nice, so Hawkeye's going to stand next to Bucky. More range 5 shenanigans.
I am going to deploy Thor, pretty much right up in the centre here.
Yep. I'm going to then go with Iron Man, because I'm really doubling or tripling down on shooting you in the face.
I don't like the fact that there is so much range 5 still in the centre of the board.
Yeah, Iron Man is only range 4, but he can play for me rocket too short.
Yeah. Valkyrie is going to go there.
Right, next up we've got Widow, who's going to make a little bit of a dash for a hammer, I hope.
She is going to be counter-dashed by the wonderful tongue-licking Toad himself.
Yeah, the tongue-licking Toad indeed. So, next up we're going to do something interesting here. So, I'm going to put Nick Fury over here, like so, and the S.H.I.E.L.D agents over here. So, for those that don't know, when you activate a grunt controller, you can, well, you have to rather, go with the grunt controller first, who in this case will be Nick, followed by the grunt, which will be the S.H.I.E.L.D agents. As I have priority, John, my plan is going to be to activate Nick and grab this hammer, and then the S.H.I.E.L.D agents go straight away, grab this hammer, which means I get both of them before you have a chance to do anything.
The moment I saw them deploy on opposite sides, I assumed that was the case.
Nice.
And I already dislike it because I've done nothing and you've got 2 hammers.
Yep, so Heimdall gets to go.
Heimdall does, and Heimdall is just going to plonk himself between Thor and Valkyrie like they've had some sort of tiff.
Yep, and then the last thing I'm going to do is put Taskmaster over on this side for a little bit of support for Nick. So John, we're fully deployed, we'll move into round 1.
Sounds fair.
So John, going back into round 1, we've put power on a bunch of characters, and I'm going to do exactly what I said with my first activation with Nick and the S.H.I.E.L.D agent. So Nick is going to start us off, and he's going to move twice. Once to here, and again, over here. And then the grunt. Oh, sorry, he's going to pick up the hammer.
I thought you might pick up the hammer for 1 pound.
Which costs him a pound. And then the grunts are going to do a very similar thing on this side of the board.
Yeah.
We must and once again to there. Pick up this hammer.
That sounds fair.
Sorry, probably need to go a little bit closer, just like that. Put that on the shield agents. They don't have to pay any power to interact with extracts. We did miss it just in the deployment as we redid it just. Just quickly to talk about terrain, we've got a decent mix. We've got a couple of size 1s. We've got a size 4, a size 5, 2 size 3s and a bunch of size 2s. So it probably would have been better off taking Bracer Impact instead of Mission Objective. But I do like the sort of guaranteed use of Mission Objective at a time that's going to keep me scoring points, as opposed to Brace, which I might not really have an essential moment for it to come up.
I think that's a fair call. I mean, I've got to work on some sort of power economy to get regular throws anyway,
Yeah. So that is the end of my first activation, John. I'll get some ticks and then it's over to you.
Yeah, I do not like how this has gone already. As I said in deployment, you've had 1 activation and grabbed 2 hammers. I am doing almost nothing at this point. They can't hold secures, right?
No, so the shield agents don't count towards security skills.
Right up onto the edge. And is then going to drop himself within 1?
Mm-hmm. Nice, over to me.
Over to you.
So I think it's only fair that, seeing as we've got such a variety of long-ranged
That somebody goes to shoot Toad.
shooters, that we go for the frog. Sadly, Cap is blocking Bucky, so thanks Cap for that one. Let's see if we can get in, and I don't think we can actually. So, in that case, I'm going to go with Taskmaster instead. Do we go with Bucky and get the hammer? I was just thinking, if I get the hammer on Taskmaster, because he's really tanky, it'll be harder for you to get it off of him.
100%.
But I think Bucky holding it
Hurts everything.
hurts a lot more, and he should be relatively safe at the back of the board. And then I can use Mission Objective later on, because he'll probably be next to one of his range bros
You'd think so?
to pass it off. So I'm not going to go for the hammer. Taskmaster's just going to move up, double down on the secure. Once to there, and once again to there. And then it is over to you.
So...
Apologies for the music in the background, we've just got the neighbours playing some.
Yeah, I mean, it's interesting.
Here she comes.
So she's going to come in.
Yep. I just need to get another tick for the Taskmaster.
I don't think she could hit anybody from range 2. She cannot because she was not contesting. However, does she spend 1 power to get in? I think she does. She's going to spend 1.
Yep.
And she is going to put a Blaze of Ichor
Yes.
into Fury.
So the reason you're doing that, John, is because if you get a hit, you can advance towards the
If I
target.
get a hit, I get a short advance, so it allows me to try and put some damage through while also coming in to try and hold up.
And it is an energy attack.
It is an energy attack,
You get
5
3
dash,
defense rolls.
range 4. Outside of the thing,
I've got 1.
I've got 2.
So Fury is taking 1 damage at the minute, which I'll put on.
And I do have the hit.
Yep. So you get the advance.
I only want to advance 2 within 1.
Having a trigger on a hit is very likely, but I am surprised by the amount of times I've seen it not go off.
Yeah, I obviously play a lot of like Mystique and stuff like that, and
Yeah.
I've rolled it countless times to go.
Yeah, I think that's the best example. Rapid
What?
fire attack.
Yeah.
It just doesn't happen.
It just doesn't go off, and
It
you
just
look at
happens at the worst time.
it. You look at it going, why'd that happen?
Right, so John, next up it's for me to activate.
It is.
I'm kind of tempted to send Widow out, but sadly I think because of the shield agents I won't be able to get within range 1.
I don't think so. I think their base is going to stop her. Well,
Yeah.
she moves long, doesn't she? So she could do it.
And she might be able to jump in there. So I'm going to have a look. So Widow will go. She is a long mover.
Although she might have to climb, so it could be awkward.
She's going to go once to here. And then I think, because she's so close already, a climb will take her up within range anyway.
Should do.
So we're going to do that. So we're going to climb
Easy peasy.
just to the edge of the building like that.
Yeah.
Where she can point down at the Asgardians. So that is Widow done.
Okay. 2-3. I do not want to be giving away priority by passing at this point. The question is, which way does Thor go?
I don't think you could pass anyway.
No, that's what I was looking at. I
Yeah.
couldn't because I got less.
Oh, we've got the
I
same.
got the same, sorry, is what I was trying to say. Thor wants to go that way. Can he get easily. So he's going to drop himself there.
Yep, so his first move is just running and grabbing
Running and picking up another hammer.
He's just dual wielding at the minute.
Why would Thor not want more than one hammer? And then he is going to start to make his way over here.
Right, so it's beginning to look a little bit stacked on that one side of the board for the Asgardians against the S.H.I.E.L.D agents.
I mean, Fury should be alright, right?
Right. So, over to me, Joe.
Yeah, over to you.
Nice. So, we're going to go with which variety of gun, bow, or laser beam do I want? Let's have a quick look. I don't think Iron Man can get within range 4 of anyone, sadly. I think if Bucky moves and gets a hammer, he definitely won't be in range 5 of anyone at the minute. So
I'll be quite careful to use that size 4 terrain as best I can.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing, it's blocking a lot of more shots at the minute. But so, suppose you sort of have to weigh up having it there blocking all of my ranged attacks or whether you'll want to throw it at someone.
I know, but I'm really tempted to just throw it at some point.
So, I think if we lift this barrel, just so Hawkeye can measure properly, Hawkeye is going to go to there, so just touching the end of the range too, just touching the end of the movement wheel. And there, oh, he took Bucky out then. And then
That's fine, Bucky's down, flip his card, get him done.
we're going to try and put a shot into 4, but we can't
But you
see.
can't see. I don't think you can reach either, can
Oh
you?
no, it's very close. No, I think I'm. So that is
That
range
is
4.
range 5, yeah.
So I am in range, and I can just about see you around the edge of that.
I
I can draw a
reckon
point from my base to yours, but you will get
I
cover.
will get cover.
So it's going to be 5 dice. Is he 4 and 4 for both energy and physical?
4 and 4 for both energy and physical.
I'll make it physical. Why not? I don't want to charge up any batteries. So 4 dice physical. 2 a crit.
Outside of the thing, yeah.
Just 2.
I'm at 2 with a crit.
Nice. So you've blocked everything.
I'll
I
have
did
the crit
get
to
a
save.
wild. So I'm going to give you a condition.
Yep.
I'm going to give you slow.
Slow.
And that is Hawkeye done.
I think we're going to go with Valkyrie.
Nice.
She's going to walk herself right up to the edge of the building. She would have to climb, that would put her in range. She is going to go. Widow's not holding anything though, is
No.
she? However, the agents are holding a hammer, is that correct?
They are.
If I drop the hammer, I don't think Bucky can get to it.
Well, you've got to remember that I
You
place
get
the
to
hammer,
pick with those, don't you? Yeah.
which I think is one of the strongest rolls.
Yeah,
on
because
any
you're just
cop.
going to drop it backwards at this point. So, we will charge anyway for 2.
Yeah. So we let you make a move action, followed by an attack.
It does indeed. So, but because I've got to climb,
It's only short.
then sure, I'm right up against the wall. So I'm going there.
So as part of your move action, you've climbed.
I have. And then I will put a 5 dice strike into Widow, I believe.
Yes, so I get 3 dice physical. Because you are within 2, I do count blanks and
Yeah,
successes.
indeed.
So ninja attack time, I've blocked 1.
I'm at 2.
So I'm taking 1 damage.
You are taking 1 damage.
Everyone just seems to be
Okay,
taking
1
1 damage from attacks at the minute.
Yeah. And she is.
The only thing I might do is a cheeky counter strike. I'm going to do it, spend 2 power, because she doesn't have an awful lot to spend a power on.
She does
So
not.
I get to roll 4 dice,
Yeah,
and you will take a damage for every wild and crit in the roll.
it is
So
indeed.
let's hope for 4. Nothing, so you're okay.
Awesome. Asgardian might prevails.
Right, so that is the end of Valkyrie's activation.
It is.
So it's awfully tempting to move Bucky over and start shooting
I thought it might be.
Valkyrie. But I really want the hammer.
I mean, Iron Man can take your hammer.
Iron Man can, and he's a little bit tankier, and it lets me have a little bit more movement with Bucky. I don't have to worry as much. But that would be the logical answer.
It would, but I mean, it's more fun to roll rapid fires with a hammer, right?
It is. So we are going to go with Bucky, who is going to move once to here.
Yeah.
Grab a hammer. And then don't know whether he can jump up on top of that building yet, so he's just going to move once again to be here. So he'll be getting cover if you shoot at him, and I'm close enough that I can pass off the hammer to Hawkeye if needs be.
That sounds fair.
That's the end of Bucky's turn.
That's the end of Bucky's turn. Okie dokie. Heimdall. Which way around does he want to go? He's going to make his move around this way. So he's going to try and come around the back of Thor.
Yep.
And just plonk himself in there.
And sadly, he doesn't have the power for a place, does he?
He does not have the power for a place because it is 3 and he's currently sitting on 2.
Otherwise, putting one of the Asgardians on the objective of Angela would have been really good. Just cancel more stuff.
It would. I was hoping I could get another power from somewhere, but there's just nobody within range for him to do anything.
Right, over to me, John.
It is indeed. Over to you.
So I just got Iron Man. I don't think I'll be able to get any line of sight to Angela.
Probably not, would be my guess.
I think I was quite lucky to get it to.
Yeah, I thought I positioned
4.
Thor fairly well, but I hadn't.
Yeah, just managed to clip him. We didn't take any damage. We did get slowed. So Iron Man is going to go. He's going to move once to here, and then he's going to fly up onto the cargo crate. So he's got plenty of movement to get up there.
Yeah, he's fine.
He has flight, so he can use his normal movement, and that's the end of Iron Man's activation. So I've just got a couple of characters moving to a Bucky. Really trying to keep on top of that mission objective.
Yep.
So John, at the end of that round, if we go to scoring, the S.H.I.E.L.D agents get a total of 1, 2, 3 for hammers, and 2 for this senator, so we get 5 points. However, John, the Asgardians have got 1 hammer and the senator over on my left.
They have indeed.
So you're getting 3 points.
3 points.
And we move into round 2. So John, sadly for S.H.I.E.L.D, you do have priority, and the only thing left to do before we get into the new round is move the senators. So John, just taking a quick look, during the clean-up phase, each of the witnesses may flee, starting with the player with priority, which would have been me at the time. We get to place all witness tokens secured by the opponent within 2. So we're going to move this one this way, so that it only is within range 1 of Valkyrie at the end of this.
Valkyrie doesn't want a damage.
Like this. So Valkyrie will take a damage and gain the stun special condition.
She will.
Stun isn't too bad for you guys, because you can just get rid of conditions of your legion.
Yep.
So John, do you want to then place the other one?
Let me just pop a stun on Valkyrie.
Shall we use...
Use all of the same.
Yeah, we'll use, if I can find them.
They're in there somewhere.
Oh. We'll use these ones, so they're a little bit clearer and don't want to get mixed up with the objective.
That makes sense to me.
Then this one, John, I can sense what might happen is that it'll hurt me. And
it's just going to be slowly knocked that way.
so it's not within range 1 Angela, but it's getting both of
Yep.
one. So Fury and Taskmaster both taking damage.
They do indeed.
And getting stun. Right, John. As I said, sadly for S.H.I.E.L.D, you do have priority.
I do. You have a ton of activations, however. Who do I go with? I think Thor is probably going to have to go.
Yep.
Let's see what he can do. Okay, so Thor is going to spend 3
Yep.
for Asgard, which allows him to make a move action followed by a strike action. And then if I deal at least 1 damage, somebody gains the stagger special condition.
Nice.
So he's going to spend all of his 3. He can only go short because he
slowed.
is slowed, but it doesn't matter from where he is. So he's just going to come straight up in there.
So John, we had to cut out a little bit there just because there was a lot of background noise from the sirens.
There was a lot of background noise.
What was happening though is Thor has used 4 Asgard to move up towards Nick and Taskmaster, and then he's going to punch Nick in the face.
He's going to strike Nick in the face, which will be a 6 dice physical strike. However, due to the hammer, it goes up to 7.
Nice, so I've got 4 defense dice and we'll see how that goes. I'm blocking just the 1.
I've got 4 so far.
Nice, so if you had any way of re-rolling and got 1 more, for example.
Well, I could spend the power on Heimdall to reroll, but I do have the throw.
Yep.
So I could just throw him into Taskmaster for that additional damage.
Nice. So no need for any re-rolls. Nick takes 3 damage from the attack.
Yep. Before I have to do the throw before damage is dealt.
Yeah, sorry.
So we'll do that first. So I can throw him away short. So we will just
Literally
slide
bump
him
him
into there.
Taskmaster.
Yep.
Because of the angle, you are literally able just to bump into
Just to
him.
bump him into.
So, first of all, Nick takes 1 damage from the throw,
He does indeed.
which means he gets 1 power.
Yep.
Then he takes the actual 3 damage from the attack, and for that he'll only get 1 power again because of stun.
Yes.
Taskmaster has to dodge,
He does have to make a dodge.
so it is $3 physical. He doesn't block any, so he takes 3 to the face.
Oh, Taskmaster.
So I was considering using a mission objective there to put it onto Taskmaster. However, I don't think it'll be worth it. Taskmaster only gets 1 power there.
What is the range on mission objective out of interest?
It is range 2, so sadly I can't put it onto Iron Man.
I was trying to look at, yeah.
So Nick is dazed. He will drop a hammer.
Which Thor will spend a power to immediately pick up.
Yep, there you go.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, as I said, I don't think it's worth using mission objective onto Taskmaster as he only has 1 left.
I agree entirely. So,
We've just checked the rules for grunts as well, haven't we? Because Nick's been dazed, the grunts gain a daze token.
they do, so that cancels out 1 activation.
Not a daze token, sorry, an activated token.
I know what you meant.
And then the other thing that we know is that when a grunt controller activates, technically the grunt should go first.
Yes.
But we did that wrong in round 1, but we'll make sure to do it in the right order from now on. It wouldn't have mattered then anyway.
No, it
one
would
else
make no
activated.
difference at all to the activation.
Right, so Thor still has another action left to
Thor
go.
does still have another action left to go. I feel like the best thing for Thor to do now is to just try and finish Taskmaster off.
No, so I've only got 1 left.
1. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let me just check I've carried those correctly. I have. Yep, 8 dice physical strike to the face.
I get 3 defense dice. Do count blanks, look at it.
You do.
I'm lucky 2 at the minute.
I have rolled a lot.
I'm lucky 3 in total, but I think you've got 5,
I've
haven't
got
you?
5.
So there's no way I can save Taskmaster. He takes the damage that he needs to go down. Takes the 2 damage that he needs to go down, sorry.
So Thor gains 2 more power.
So you actually got just enough to finish him.
Yep.
And he's dazed. He gets 1 power, again though, because he's stunned.
So Thor, I don't think needs to do anything else at this point. I think he is quite happy, and he is just going to sit where he is.
Quite interestingly, you didn't use the Asgard leadership to get rid of the slow, and I think that's because you just wanted to keep the power in case.
Yeah, I wanted to keep. He only had 3 power at the start of this activation, and it has to be at the start of each of my turns.
Yeah.
So I've had to have spent the power on him to remove it, which meant it was too short for Asgard.
Yeah.
So because of the distance, he was better off just for Asgard and in and
Because you can always get rid of the slow
at the start.
at the start of another turn, and as you said, he didn't really matter.
You can do it at the start of any other Asgard's turn, so it's fine.
Roger, and over to me.
Yep.
So I'm 2 characters down, I'm a grunt down, so I feel like I've got a lot less to do.
Asgard!
So the question is, what do I do? Hawkeye now has enough power to hook arrow, which could be really useful, and maybe start chipping away at 4. But I don't know whether that's going to go super well.
It could.
Can Bucky see Heimdall? He definitely can.
Bucky can see Heimdall. I couldn't get Heimdall hidden.
So I think what I'm going to do is try and take one of your activations out before they get a chance to go. So I'm going to go with Bucky. He gets 4 dice base, plus 1 for hammer, so he's up to 5 dice physical.
Yep.
And on a hit, I'll get rapid fire. So let's see how that one goes. Just a hit, so not very well.
I am blocking it.
Oh, so I do get the rapid fire though.
You do.
So let's hope for something a little bit more from Bucky. 2, so technically a little bit more.
Whoa, 2 with a crit.
Right, you do get bleed because I got wild.
Heimdall does get bleed. He doesn't like bleed.
Let's try again. So Bucky's second action.
It appears he's all-seeing guy. He's pretty good.
Yeah, he seems to be seeing this one coming. 3, so we're getting 1 more every time.
I don't know if he's liking this now though. Whoa, nothing.
So I've got a crit to add, so I'm up to 4, so he's taking 4 damage.
I can't do a single thing.
Can he re-roll for himself?
He can only reroll when an allied character.
Yeah, so I believe it works on
Yeah,
him.
he's allied to himself, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, he'll spend 2, and he will reroll
Nice.
the 2 that he can, because he can't do anything with the skull. That's out of the tray. It makes no difference.
So he
2
takes
blanks
4
still,
to
so
the
he takes
face.
4.
Which means Bucky gets 4 power, which is really useful.
This is not what we needed.
And then Bucky is going to do it again. As I did get a hit, so
You get
5
that
dice once more. 2, so it might not be enough.
Without any blocks, it will be. It will not. There is a crit,
Yep.
which we will add in. Another skull. I'm on the skull trying today, so he's blocking 1,
He's
taking
taking
1.
1 damage.
Yep.
Has he got 6 on this
He
side?
has 6 on this side, so he's
Right.
still healthy.
You're right, beefy boy. I'll get another power. The one saving grace I've got is that because you are bleeding, you will have to do something about that.
I will.
But I don't think it's too detrimental for him to shake it at the minute, as you've got the leadership to get rid of it.
Yep. So Heimdall is going to activate before
Yep.
somebody finishes him off.
Sorry, last thing I'm going to do before Bucky finishes is spend 2 power for
Hydrostatics?
Hydrotactics to hop over Hawkeye.
That makes sense.
Just to get him a little bit further away from any Asgard shenanigans.
I mean, there may have been some coming.
There you go. Then it is over to you, John.
Okay, so Heimdall is going to activate.
Yep.
He's going to spend 1 power using the Prince of Asgard leadership.
Yep.
So they can may spend 1 power if they do remove 1 damage or 1 special condition from that character. Each allied character may use his leadership once per round. So he is going to remove the bleed.
Yep.
Just so that he doesn't actually die at the end of his own activation.
I don't think that'd be great for him, would it?
I don't think that would be good for him either. And then he is going to come this way.
Nice.
So he's going to squeeze between these two, plonk himself there, and then he's got a decision to make about what he does next. Oh, he may have been better off going somewhere else, to be perfectly honest, but he can't. No, he wouldn't have had the range. That's fine. I didn't think he did, but I've just looked at it now and gone, maybe he did. Does he want to place Angela? I mean, he does. He's going to spend 3.
Yep.
So this is for Guardian of the Bifrost. So choose this character or another allied character within 4 and place it within 2 of its current position.
Nice.
A character can only be placed by this once per turn. So we're going to place Angela right up on the car roof there.
Hello.
So that she stood right there. And then Heimdall can't really do a great deal else from where he is, but he is at least securing a point. So I think he is done.
Yeah, he doesn't have anything else to do with that second action, really, does it?
He doesn't at this point, no.
Nice. Over to me.
Over to you.
So, John, I've got Hawkeye, Iron Man, and Widow, and you've got Valkyrie, Angela, and Toad.
Yes.
So, if I daze any of those, sadly, you will definitely have priority.
I will.
Whereas at the minute, I have it, surprisingly. So,
Yeah, that first little activation went a little bit.
I'm going to go with Iron Man. And what I'm going to do is spend 2 power for a homing rocket into 4.
Into Thor.
Yep, and what I'm going to try and do here is quite cheekily get the explosive trigger to daze Heimdall.
I thought that was the case.
So 4 dice physical into 4, ignores cover, so you won't be getting the benefit from that. That's how it goes. 3 at the minute.
With that wild trigger, you
Right.
have to. I'm blocking 1 at the moment.
4 thanks to my crit.
So I take 3.
Yep.
Thor will take 3.
So I don't get any power, however, as I said, because I've got the world, I get the explosive trigger, which will do 1 damage to both Angela and Heimdall, which is enough to daze Heimdall.
It is enough to daze Heimdall, so I will sort that in 1 moment.
Sometimes it's more reliable to try and finish someone with an explosive trigger, I think,
Oh, 100%.
than it is to try and shoot them. So yeah, that one worked out pretty
Swap
well.
that out for that.
Then, with Iron Man's second action, I'm going to do a 4 dice repulsor blast. Into
Yep.
4.
Into Thor.
You will get covered though, sadly, this time.
Yep.
So, 4 dice energy, and let's hope for another world. We do get another world.
3 blocks.
Yeah, you got lots of worlds. So
Lots of work.
you don't take any damage, but before damage is dealt, there isn't any. I get to push this one.
Me too.
So I'm just going to lean over here
And push me off that objective.
and send you hacking. You can go over here. Like that. So, I don't get any powers that didn't do any damage, sadly, but I'm really happy with what Iron Man did there. The explosive and the push were what I really needed. The damage on 4 is nice, but it wasn't too necessary to try and bring him down. So that is the end of Iron Man's activation. It's over to you, Jack.
Okay. I feel that side's not too bad right now. Angela going into Iron... Well, you know what? We're going to go over this side.
You will.
We are going to go over this side. Valkyrie is going to go into Widow again.
Nice. So
Because she needs to. So a 5 dice strike from where she is.
I'm really hoping Widow can hold up here. I'm not sure if I'm zero. I'll get 3 defense dice. I'm blocking 3 though.
I've only got 2.
Yeah, so martial artist is being really useful there.
Yeah. Ooh. Interesting now. I am going to be... Ooh, do I be weird about this? Do I throw Widow into the S.H.I.E.L.D agents, who only have 2 health in the vain attempt that they will die?
Yep.
But you get to place... Yeah, I'm going to spend 3.
So that's the end of the attack, wasn't it?
That was the end of the attack. No damage, nothing done. So for my next action, I will spend 3 for Asgardian Might.
Yep. So, you're going to bomb Natasha into the S.H.I.E.L.D agent.
I'm going to throw Natasha into the S.H.I.E.L.D
So
agent.
what happens here, for anyone watching, I'm pretty sure that this was on one of the rules forums. So as Natasha would go into S.H.I.E.L.D agents,
Yes.
her base would be around here somewhere.
It would.
Her base can't legally place there.
Correct.
What happens is Natasha then gets placed back at the closest legal point
Yes.
before she was thrown, which would be just here up against the edge of the building. But both of them still suffer a collision. So a little bit funky, but I'm 99% sure that's how it interacts.
I'm fairly sure that's how it works.
So the grunts have to dodge. They get a whopping
One.
one physical defense die, so I need a crit followed by another success. No, so the S.H.I.E.L.D agents are down. Natasha takes 1 damage.
She does. The S.H.I.E.L.D agents will get to place their hammer in a moment.
Yep, so 1 damage goes off Natasha, onto Natasha rather. Then the S.H.I.E.L.D agents are dazed and I get to place the hammer. So I just want to make it so that you don't really want to be coming down to get it. I'm going to put it all the way over here.
Okay.
And then the grunts are dazed, so they just get removed.
I thought that might be what you did with it. And then I will leave that hammer on the floor for now.
Yep.
And put another strike
Into Widow?
into Widow.
Nice. Sadly, I didn't have the power after the first stat for a counter strike. I'd really like to just be trying to roll those dice.
Whoa, 1.
1 as well. Luckily, I'm okay.
Yeah, Valkyrie is doing what she normally does when I bring it to the tabletop for me, which is
So,
nothing.
I could spend 2 for a counter strike, but I want to have the power to pick up that hammer.
I thought you might. I was hoping she was about to go down and you couldn't run off and grab that hammer.
Over to me, John.
Over to you, yeah.
So, Natasha is going to make for the hills. She's going to use a long move to get down to here.
Mm-hmm.
Like so. She's going to grab this hammer.
Yeah.
Costs her power. And then she's going to make a long move this way. Just now, what I've done, or what I'm trying to do rather, is because both Bucky and Natasha have a hammer each, and they're both within 2 of each other, if either of them dies, they can give their hammer to the other person mission objective. So that is Natasha done. Natasha running off. Rather than rolling off.
Angela is going to go next.
Nice.
3. I mean, she should be. Yeah, hence the whole reason for the placement. She should easily be within 2 of Iron Man.
Mm-hmm.
So, we are just going to start with a 6 dice Xophos, the Swords of the Stars strike.
Yep.
So, it's a 6 dice physical.
So hopefully I'll be able to tank a little bit this damage. As you are within 2, I won't be getting cover or anything.
Ooh.
Ooh. So I've got 1.
I've got 3 with 2 crits.
Nice.
Oh, Heimdall can't spend because he's dazed.
So I think Iron Man got away very luckily there.
He did, so Iron Man is only taking 1.
Yep, because he's blocked 1, he reduces all damage by 1 from any effect.
So I gain 1 power.
Yeah, definitely a nice little save.
I get to place within
Oh,
2 of the character afterwards.
You do?
Do I want to go the other way? Because then I'm giving up that point now Thor has been moved off. The plan, before Thor got pushed off, was to hop the other side and go for Bucket. However, Thor is no longer on that point, so Angela kind of needs to stay where she is. So she's going to stay where she is.
Yep.
I think she is going to do exactly the same thing again to start with and see what we can do. Or does she pay? Target size. No, she's going to do the same thing again. 6 dice strike, straight into Iron Man. Oh, 2.
So 4 dice again.
Yep.
So I'm blocking 1, so I'm taking 1 damage
Taking
again.
1 damage again.
So what I might do is use the S.H.I.E.L.D leadership. So because I've got equal to or more VPs than you have at the minute, John.
Yeah.
Because I've been damaged by and attacked by you, I can spend a power to advance small towards you, which would be really useful, but because of Angela's rule with the living strands, I can't place my movement till overlapping your base.
You cannot.
So I could only go really down over this way, or this way, which doesn't get me anything, so I'm not going to bother.
Okay, that makes perfect sense. Angela could attempt to throw something at Iron Man. It feels unnecessary at this point because she can only throw the things she stood on.
We all know you want to throw the size 4.
I do want to throw the size 4, but I want to throw the size 4 when it is meaningful.
Yeah, that's fair.
So she is done.
Nice. Hold a minute.
Over to you.
So, Hawkeye. Lad, I need some help here. Hawkeye's going to, first of all, spend 3 power. He's going to spend 2 power, rather, for a hook arrow, to shoot himself up right in front of Angela.
Yeah.
and hopefully catch her off guard. So I'm going to do
You can't catch an Asgardian off guard.
5 dice physical attack
Yep.
into Angela. She is 4 across the board. I'm just hoping to get really lucky here. So let's see what happens. It's not really lucky.
She's blocking it.
I'll try again, see what happens. Or do I just move on to the point and negate your score? Yeah, I'm not going to risk it as there's no way I'll take you down with 1 attack. So I'm just going to move once onto the point. I have to go around
You have
you.
to go around me.
Which I can do.
You can, yeah.
So I'm going to do it like that to end here. So now we are both contesting that.
We are indeed.
And it's over to you, John.
Okay, it is indeed over to me. So at the start of my turn, Thor will spend 1.
Get rid of the slow.
He's not getting rid of the slow.
Oh, he's healing the damage.
He care not about the slow right now. Instead, he is healing a damage. And then Toad is just going to come this way. Why am I moving Toad small? Toad does not move small. Toad is simply going to come around here and just double up.
As is your last activation.
As is my last activation, he's just going to double up on there. And he is done.
Right, John, so at the end of that round, there's been a little bit of change of who's holding what. So, the S.H.I.E.L.D agents now have 2 hammers on Black Widow and Bucky, and none of the secures are being scored by them. You have 2 hammers,
I do indeed.
but you are scoring this secure, so you're getting 4 VPs and I'm getting 2.
Yeah.
So I go up to 7, as do you.
Ooh.
And we go into round 3. Right, John, so I've just had a look at all the different things I've got as options right now. As we move into round 3, and the last thing to do before we start round 3 is to move the 1 senator that is being secured.
Yep.
So I'm just going to bop it right like this.
Thought you might somehow.
So Toad gets stunned, and they both take a damage.
They do both take damage.
I think you put 1 on Heimdall there instead of
I
Toad.
have put 1 on Heimdall. Don't ask me why.
Right, so Bucky is going to be coming in for a drive-by shooting, I think.
Shield Mobile.
So Bucky is going to spend 3 power for Shield Mobile.
I love this.
So an allied shield character may spend 3 power to play this card. This character gains a flight superpower this round and it immediately advances long. So Bucky is coming right into the action. So he's going to jump up here next to Iron Man.
Yep.
And we're going to take another pop at taking out the angelic assassin that is Angela. So
Okie dokie.
you get 5 dice physical.
Yep.
I can't reroll or anything.
You cannot.
So let's see what happens.
Living ribbons.
That's pretty decent. So 3 at the minute with a crit.
I'm blocking 1 with a crit.
So I've got a crit to add in. I'm on 3 in total.
My crit. So I'm blocking 2, so taking 1.
Yes, so I get a power.
You do.
Then I'm going to do it again. With rapid fire, sorry, from the hit. And I could do another decent chunk. There we go, there's 4.
Ooh. Whoa, that's 3.
Oh, come on, John. My crit, just 4.
Whoa! Full
Oh.
house.
Wow, fair play. So I guess not. So Bucky's next action is going to do another 5 dice shot.
To be fair, I thought this was going to work.
2 this time with a crit. 3.
Oh, nothing this time.
She's taking 3.
Heimdall will spend 2.
Yep.
For me to reroll 2. Oh, exactly the same result. If I take 3, that puts me on 5. You've got a rapid fire left,
I
right?
have, because I've got a hit.
No, I am going to have to do it, despite the fact I was hoping I wouldn't, and I am going to spend 3 to play Odin's Blessing.
Nice. As otherwise, Angela would be 1 away from Daisy.
1 away from Daisy.
Wouldn't be safe. Well,
Yeah, so I will return all that damage down to 1.
Yep.
So that puts me at 3 total, and I then take the 1.
I've managed to get it out. What I was really hoping is to do 2 damage from the first 2 attacks and then get a Red Fury.
Yes.
Sadly, it didn't happen with those 5 defense blocks. So I've got the last rapid fire. I need to do 3 damage.
You do?
I've got 3 already.
Ooh,
I've got a couple of crits.
I'm blocking 3 with 2 crits too.
Why are you doing this, John?
Angela will not die.
Just 3, so you've blocked it already.
Full house!
Wow, so Angela's got 5 out of 4 twice there. It's pretty impressive. That's Bucky done. You do get bleed as I had it while in one of those rolls.
Okie dokie. Oh, you got it?
Yeah.
Awesome.
And yeah, I'm not really sure what to say to that.
I didn't see that coming.
So that's the end of Bucky's activation. It's over to you, John.
Okay, that.
Sorry, the one thing I'm going to do is spend 2 power.
Get Bucky out of dodge.
No, I'm going to spend 2 for patch up actually.
Okay.
And heal Iron Man back to full health. And then it is over to you, good sir.
Okay.
That didn't go how I expected it to.
No, it wasn't really what I expected either, to be perfectly honest. But who knows? I feel Angela needs to go now because.
I mean, the way she's rolling, she'll be alright for the rest
Yeah,
of the game.
she won't have to stand there for the rest of the game. So, at the start of her activation, she will spend 1 to heal 1. Oh, does she heal 1 or does she remove bleed? She'll spend 1 to remove the bleed.
Nice.
I think that makes more sense.
I think for longevity,
Yeah, that's what I'm
getting rid of
thinking.
bleed helps.
Because she's otherwise going to end up going back to the same damage and it mitigates itself. What does she really want to do from here though? She wants to try and take out Fury. That's what she really wants to do. And he's got 5 on this side, is that right?
He definitely does.
And he is size 2, am I correct?
Yeah.
So, she will hit him with a 6 dice strike to start with.
So, I'm going to take this one on the chin to see what happens.
Angela's rolling hot.
And hope he doesn't die.
Oh!
What is wrong with Angela? 6 out of 6.
With a crit.
I've got nothing, she's dead. So I'll take 5 damage and that's...
Hang on, before you die, I get to place within 2 of the target. Oh, after the attack is resolved. So.
That's Nick dead straight off the bat.
Yeah.
So, thanks Angela.
Angela's going to take 5 power.
Seems like it, yeah.
She is, yeah. 3.
That really
Four,
cuts
5.
down the effectiveness of what I had planned.
Your grunts are now permanently gone too.
They are, so I'm down to just 5 characters.
So, I didn't expect that. Here we go though. So,
Angelic Assassin?
she's going to Angelic Assassin, so I will read it out now. For 2 power,
Yep.
if this character dazes or KOs an enemy character with an attack during its activation, this character may use this superpower. It may immediately advance short, then make a Xiphus Sword of the Stars, which is a basic 6 dice builder that she just used, against another character. So she will spend 2. She's going to go short.
Mm-hmm.
Which way does she want to go is the question.
I'd like if she went away at this point.
She has to make a strike, so the chances of her actually getting within range 2.
That was brutal.
Slim.
I was thinking of using Eye in the Sky there, but I thought I'd be okay for 1 attack.
So I think she's going to go
Yeah, well.
this way. I can't get to Widow, which is kind of what I wanted to do. If I can't get to Widow, if I go short, let me just work something out for a second.
I think what you'll be able to do
Draw.
is go short.
I can, yeah. No, I can use my.
You can attack Iron Man to place between 2 of him and then go
That's
for it.
exactly what I was just looking at. Whether I can manage that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Into Iron Man,
Into
yeah.
Iron Man, yeah.
Come on, Iron Man.
Absolutely nothing. So the dice have paid off.
I feel that's fair. So
I
I've
agree
locked everything
entirely.
there.
So I get to place within 2 of Iron Man.
So I'm guessing, oh, we met in the middle
We
there.
met in the middle and I love it. So I will
Like that,
place it
yeah.
like that.
So you've got plenty of space.
Yeah, I've
there,
got
so
plenty of
you can
space. So we are going. We are going to spend 3
Yep.
for cleave.
What's that, the Heaven
So-
Draft?
Heaven's Wrath, yeah, which in the attempt to get cleave.
Nice.
So I had dice, which is just a standard 4, equal to the size of the target size. So she's size 2, so that'll take me 6 dice. And on a double crit and a wild, I get to make the exact same attack again without any cost.
I get 3 defense dice. I do count blanks, let's see what happens. Oh, I've not blocked enough, so Widow is dazed.
Widow is dazed. I don't get to do any weird funky movements or anything this time though.
What a crazy Angela turn.
Yeah, Angela's gone mad.
So, Widow is dazed. She drops a hammer, which I'm guessing you want.
I do, but let me see where I want it.
Yeah.
What I'm contemplating currently is, do I put it the other side of Widow
Mm-hmm.
and then Rainbow Bridge
Nice.
so that I am completely safe from Iron Man unless he wastes an activation to move because she only has 3 health
Yep.
and Odin's Blessing is gone. I don't have the power on anybody else to actually Rainbow Bridge, so it's whether it's worth it, but I feel at the minute, with the amount your characters are dropping a little bit, it probably is. And he's only going to cost a 3. So we're going to do this, we're going to drop it. Let me just make sure that...
If you drop it... Sorry, yeah. So you drop it there,
Yeah.
you'll definitely be able to get it.
Yep. And then I will spend 3 on Angela.
Odin's...
Rainbow Bridge.
So she
Place it
jumps
within 3.
over to here.
Yep.
And then she's going to grab that
And
hammer.
then she's going to grab the hammer for the last of her power.
There you go.
Thank you very much.
Right.
And not only she moved halfway across the board,
She got a hammer in the process.
she got a hammer in the process, she KO'd Nick Fury and dazed Black Widow.
Yeah, Angela has been a bit of a beast in that one.
She's gone mad.
Right, so it's me, John. I'm not really sure who to go with. I think I'm going to have to go with Taskmaster, maybe, and try and deal with Heimdall. But the problem is I've got 4 with 2 hammers.
You have got 4 with 2 hammers.
Yeah. Is Iron Man within range 4 of 4?
I don't think so.
No. So, I'm going to go with Hawkeye, actually. And I'm going to
Okay.
just shoot 4 in the face. So it is 5 dice. I'm going to make it physical because I don't want to charge the battery.
Yep.
And see what happens. 2.
1.
Taking 1 damage.
He is taking 1 damage, yeah.
I'm going to give you a condition. I'm going to give you bleed.
Stop giving me bleeds.
Then I get a power.
Oh, we can't take any more power, sorry.
And then with second action, I'm going to do again.
Yep.
2 again.
Nope, all good. Blocking 3.
No, so the Asgardians just aren't having any of it.
They are hard as nails today, these Asgardians.
Hawkeye done. I might just spend 2 to jump onto the other side of this truck, but I'm pretty happy. Yeah, Hawkeye's done. I'll just stay there. Sure. Over to you, John.
Thor is going to go.
Mm-hmm.
He will spend 1
Yep.
to remove bleed.
Nice.
Because he does not like the bleed. We've got a nice little pile of removed bleeds by
Yeah,
the
free
Asgard
over there.
special power over there. Whoa. Can we be super goddamn cheeky here?
Oh, you're not going to go for it. Another one of my characters, are you?
I can't get to where I wanted because of the slow.
That's why I didn't move Hawkeye. I was hoping he'd block you off a little bit.
Yeah, well, I was kind of hoping I could charge,
Yeah.
or for Asgard, strike somebody, and then spend my remaining 6 power on a God of Thunder to try and smush everybody, but I can't get to the place I need. And if I shake, I only have 1 action left, so it doesn't allow me to do both.
You could. Can you use 4 Asgard and do any attack? Or does
No, it has to be a strike. That's the issue. Which is why I was trying to see if there was some funky place I could get to that would allow me to do it, but there isn't. So, at this point, I will spend 3.
Yep.
And I will 4 Asgard.
Indeed.
As close as I can possibly get to these guys, so right.
I think it'll put you within 1 anyway.
It should do. It does.
Yep.
And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 dice strike. I mean, into Taskmaster, see if we can get him off the board.
I'll get 3 defense dice.
You do.
I'm blocking 3 at the minute with a crit.
Oh, I've only got 3.
So I've got a crit die. I'm blocking 4 thanks to blanks.
It's probably not worth Heimdall spending for Thor to reroll 2.
No, because you need 2 more successes.
I do indeed. So we will stay where we are. However, I do have to throw
yeah.
before damage is dealt. So, can I throw you into a Hawkeye?
Oh, I think it's tight. I think you can throw me into the truck.
Yeah, I don't think I can get you through that gap, can I? Let me just have a look at base sizes. We know where he is. He's right next to that secure. No, he will clip Heimdall. So we will throw him into the truck.
So Taskmaster takes a damage because no one likes hitting a truck.
Yep.
After the attack resolves, I'm going to spend 2 power.
Yep.
For photographic. I don't know why I struggled so much with that one. Photographic reflexes. You get to roll 4 dice and for each crit or wild just like damage. Give me 4, please. 1 to take a damage.
Okay, not really what I was after, but
That's the kind of roll I needed from Bucky against Angela.
it is the kind of roll you needed from Bucky against Angela.
That cost me 2 power to do, sorry. And then are you going to try and break through Taskmaster's solid defences?
I mean, it seems unlikely, but we are going to try it. Let's do it.
Right, so I get 5 defence dice this time. Because I am a very well-trained ninja person.
I forgot you get your extra defense
Yep.
dice. Maybe we smush Hawkeye. You're on S4 health on this side anyway.
I mean, that's not nice, John.
It's not nice, but let's smush Hawkeye.
Oh,
he's
no.
contesting the point.
Nice.
Let's see if we can smush Hawkeye instead.
4 dice physical for me.
Yeah, I'm going to check I haven't got too many dice. 8 dice. Only 2 in there, crits.
2 of mine, which are crits too, John. So, seems the dice are even out a little.
The
It's
dice
usually
are
me
even,
with the
yeah.
red hot dice.
No, just 2.
Just 2 as well, and we got the exact same thing on our crits. It's weird.
Heimdall will spend 2
Yeah, sorry.
just to try and allow Thor to get some extra damage in. And fish for a while. Ah, no!
Nice, so Hawkeye is okay.
Hawkeye is okay. I mean, I'm not gaining any cover from that truck at the minute, am I?
No, I don't know what you're talking about. The truck throwing, please don't throw it at me.
I am 100% going to throw that truck.
Nice. So, we'll just cut a little bit whilst we move the truck and place everyone where
I am going to throw the truck out before we work it all out. I mean, there's 5 incoming damage in there.
Yeah. I think you can only get a Hawkeye.
I think I can only get a Hawkeye with it from where I am, so I'm going to throw it at Hawkeye.
Right, so give us a moment, we're going to move the truck and then we'll do the dodge roll. Right guys, so John has thrown the truck at Hawkeye. Hawkeye's going to see whether he can survive. So 4 dice physical defence. He's alive, he's got a crit in a wild. So I add my crit. So I take 3 damage.
You do take 3 damage.
So I'm alive with 1 health remaining.
There is absolutely nothing I can do at this point to get that final health off you, which is unfortunate.
For you it is, for me it feels a lot better. Right,
So
John.
I thought it was done.
Over to me?
Yes, over to you.
So, this isn't going too well at the minute. We're going to go with Taskmaster though and see what we can do. We're going to spend 2 power
Yeah.
for a mnemonic technique into 4.
Good work.
So it's 6 dice physical. Sorry, should get 1 chance. 6 dice physical, let's see how it goes. Taskmaster's doing alright, but it depends what you get.
2.
So I've got 3 at the minute, a couple of crits. Just 3, so you're taking 1.
Taking 1.
Don't get any power. And then, what do I do next? How many's he got left?
He's got 1 left.
Come on, 4, please go less. I'm going to do 5 dice, sword strike into 4, and hope that this finishes him off. 2, so it's not looking likely.
1. So,
No.
he will take 1 at the moment, which will finish him off.
But Heimdall.
Heimdall has 2 power to pay for him to reroll the 1 dice that he can, in the vain hope he doesn't die. And I cannot see a better use for 2 of Heimdall's power right now. Take the skulls out, and let's fish for some form of success. It is not.
So 4 goes down.
Thor does go down.
Taskmaster gets 1 power. You drop 2 hammers.
I do drop 2 hammers.
So, what we are going to do now, John, we're not quite sure. We're going to... sorry, just having a quick thought.
That's alright, I got no problems with that.
Because I'm very cautious of Heimdall just hitting me. We're going to pick them both up on Taskmaster. So Taskmaster now has 2 hammers.
Okie dokie.
And we'll see what happens. Over to you, John.
Heimdall is 100% going to hit you.
Nice.
Because he's there and he can't do anything else realistically.
So we haven't seen him do an attack yet. What does this strike do?
It's just a range 2, 5 dice, that is it.
Nice.
He has a bigger one for 3 power, but he's obviously spent his power.
Nice. See what happens.
2 with a crit.
2 with no crit.
2.
Taskmaster's okay.
He is.
Would you like to try again?
We are 100% going to try again because he literally cannot do anything else.
So this time I get 5 dice.
You do.
I'm blocking 5 with a crit.
Wow.
So I should be okay.
Yeah, I'm blocking 4 if I was you.
Nice. So Taskmaster is fine.
Taskmaster is fine. Angela took all of the Asgardians' luck with her to the other side of the board, and Heimdall is done.
I'm pretty happy about that. I don't mind attacking it. She can keep it where it is, all the way away from me. So John, I've got just Iron Man left to go. You've got Toad and Valkyrie.
I have indeed.
So I'm going to pass at this point.
Okay, Toad is going to go
Mm-hmm.
and stays anywhere he is.
Nice. So
He's gonna go.
that makes
Oh, he will spend 1 action to shake his stun.
nice. That makes my life a little bit easier with where I go. I am very, very worried that next turn, if I move too many people onto that point, I'm going to be eating a big old God of Thunder though.
He's going to split your lungs with the God of Thunder.
So I'm going to go with Iron Man. I'm going to spend 2 power
Yeah.
for Friday Hour.
Ooh.
And I'm going to shoot Heimdall in the face. 6 dice energy.
Heimdall says no.
Wonder if he sees this coming. 3.
Apparently not as well as he could. Blocking 2, so he did see some of it coming.
You take 1 damage.
He does take 1.
Then Iron Man did get the push, but I'm thinking I'll just pump you into 4. I don't mind you being there too much.
I mean, they're base to base anyway, so
Yeah, I'm just debating it. Yeah, I'll bump you into 4, it's alright.
Okay.
Then I'm going to do another 4 dice stack.
Yeah.
Into Heimdall. 3, sorry.
3. Blocking 1.
Yeah.
Can't reroll.
No.
Taking 2.
Yes. Then I'll get 2 power.
Yeah.
I'm going to spend 2 of those power though to Battlefield Medicine on Hawkeye. So Hawkeye's back to full health.
Okie dokie.
As Iron Man is S.H.I.E.L.D affiliated, I believe.
I am under the impression that he is.
Because we checked at the
We
start.
checked at the start, everybody was affiliated, yeah.
So that is me fully activated out, John. It's up to you.
So, I don't feel Valkyrie can do a great deal from here. But she needs to come and try and join the fight. So she will drop herself down.
Hello there.
She can pay for a charge. I mean, everybody's pretty loaded though, aren't they?
Yeah.
So, she's going to do it anyway because she needs to do something.
Come on.
So she's going to pay for a charge. Going to drop herself in.
Nice.
Sorry, I just bodged the movement there.
I'll let you off.
She is in on both.
Yep.
They both have hammers, don't they?
No, Iron Man doesn't.
Iron Man does not, doesn't he?
Just Bucky.
So, let's get rid of that. And she will put her attack into Bucky.
Nice.
So 5 dice physical. Let's see if she can get more than the single damage she's been doing so far.
3 dice for me. I got 3 hits. Bucky, where was this earlier?
I got 3.
So I'm taking 3 to the face.
So she does do something.
I get 3 power.
I will then spend the 3 that she has just gained
Yep.
to throw Iron Man into Bucky.
So this could go very badly. Bucky's got dodge. If he dodges nothing, he's dead. He dodges nothing to his days, sorry. So he takes 3 damage, gets 3 power. He's going to spend 2 for mission objective.
Okay.
Because I went to use it earlier, but I don't believe I did.
No, you didn't.
Give the hammer to Iron Man.
Yep, that sounds fair.
Like that. And then I think that's the end of the round, John.
That is the end of the round.
So that was a very swingy turn.
It was madness.
Nick Fury for me was KO'd. Bucky has been dazed. For you, John, Angela went on a rampage. Heimdall took a little bit of damage and Thor was dazed. So it's really swung around a little bit. In terms of VPs, I've now got 3 hammers.
Yep.
And I do have this secure at the minute because Hawkeye's healthy. So I'm getting 5 VPs. You have 1 hammer over here on Angela.
Yep.
And Tony's getting that point for you, so you get 3.
Yep, that's correct.
So the score at the end of that one is the S.H.I.E.L.D agents got to 12 and
Asgard got
to 10. But we are leaderless as we go into round 4. So John, we are going into round 4 and it's been a pretty bonkers game. Need to take that off of Widow. We need to get the ones off of your characters.
We do, because despite me saying I was ready, clearly I was not.
The only thing we've got left to do before we start the round is move the senators at the end of the last round.
Yep.
So this one is going to move down here.
Ooh, intriguing.
Like that. And then no one gets any damage or stun. The throwing pod sticker just doesn't want to stick, does it?
It's just not staying. It's too warm. The surface is too glossy.
John, you get to move this one.
I do.
Luckily, I did use Battlefield Medicine to heal Hawkeye, otherwise you could have killed him with it.
And I'm just going to do that. It should be outside 1 of Heimdall.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
So Taskmaster and Hawkeye got to take damage.
And gain stun.
Yes, Taskmaster, Hawkeye.
There's a stun.
Stunning job there, John.
There, yep.
Really funny. Quick story about when I was back at school. So one of the girls in my class, Courtney, wrote an essay type thing, and in it, one of the characters performed a cunning stunt.
Oh.
And the teacher decided to read out this essay in front of the class, and let's just say he made a little bit of a mistake, and the class found it hilarious. So A cunning stunt. You've got to be careful with that one.
It's
for
a
anyone
very
watching.
different story when you don't
Yeah.
get that right.
So, John, anyway, over to the S.H.I.E.L.D agents. We are leaderless at the minute, but S.H.I.E.L.D are able to operate in the field without the leader.
Yeah, they did pretty well after we fell over.
So let's see what happens as we go into round 4.
Is he just on the helicarrier or is he retreated to his moon base?
It was just what do they call them? A live
Life
action
model decoy.
live model decoy. That's all it was. It wasn't the real Nick.
Yeah.
Otherwise you'd have been in trouble. So, John, let's see what happens. I think my best bet here, because I am down a character and the grunts, we're now on equal activations.
We are indeed.
However, yours are a lot more significant than some of mine as you've got 5 threats. So the most important thing for me is to remove a couple of yours just to sort of leverage the amount of actions I've got.
I think that makes sense.
So, sorry, I didn't put the damage on Taskmaster or
Unbelievable. Okay.
Hawkeye. There you go, sorry. So what I'm going to do is go with Bucky.
Yeah.
I believe he's the man with a plan that definitely can even things up a little bit. And what I'm going to try and do here is Heimdall only has 2 left.
Heimdall does only have 2 left.
And Valkyrie only has 3 left.
She has 4 left. She has 6 on this side.
So I'm going to try and even up things a little bit by taking both of those out, hopefully.
Ooh.
So first of all, I'm going to spend 4 power for a Red Fury into Valkyrie.
Valkyrie does not like this.
She is within 2 of me, as that's where she attacked me from.
She is indeed.
So it's a 7 dice physical attack.
Yep.
And I get some rapid fire after. And let's see what happens. Just 3, so not great.
Valkyrie is blocking 2 with a crit.
I've got 3 after adding my crit.
I've got 2.
So you're taking 1 damage?
1 damage.
Nice. I'm really sad I don't have the hammer for this because it would have made my
Oh, it would have been
a lot
horrible.
easier. I do get to push you small,
Yep.
and then I get to make a assault rifle attack.
This may be the most bonkers attack in the game.
It is insane.
It's just, because you still get the rapid fire now
Yep.
if you want. It's nonsense.
So 4 dice assault rifle. Nothing, John.
2.
So that didn't go how I wanted it. Bucky's been a bit disappointing this game so far.
That
You
kind
showed
of
me
cancels out the
something.
bonkersness of your rapid fire, really,
Yep.
to be fair. But
So I now have a choice. I can either try and pursue Days in Valkyrie,
yeah,
but she has 3 left.
she does.
Or I can go after Heimdall, who's only got 2 left. So I'm going to go after Heimdall. I'm going to do assault rifle attacking team.
Heimdall does not want to die.
4 dice. That might do it.
That may well do it.
So 2 crits and a hit.
He's blocking nothing.
3 total, so you do need to re-roll to keep him around.
I do, so he will spend 2.
Yep.
And he will re-roll the 2 he can, because Heimdall loves rolling skulls, by all accounts. He blocks 1.
So it's not enough to save
It's
him.
not enough to save
Takes
him.
2 damage and dies.
He does.
So goodbye Heimdall, back to the Bifrost you go. So then, Buckster, what do you want to do? I'm going to actually stay there. Because at the minute I've got 4 power. So Bucky's in a really good position, as I believe anyone he dies, I should be able to get a I've got you back into you.
Yes.
So I'm going to leave him there with that power and call him done.
Okay. So, I mean, Thor ideally needs to go and start doing some smushing, doesn't he?
Yep.
It's how this is going to have to work. So Thor's going to have to go.
Mm-hmm.
He is going to spend 3
Yep.
for Asgard.
Nice.
So he wants to put himself in a super nice spot. So he ideally wants to be here.
Within 2 of everyone by any chance?
Within 2 of everyone, but still
Nice.
within 1 of the points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He is then going to put these
Yeah.
into Hawkeye.
Yep.
So 6 dice strike into Hawkeye.
Alright, 4 dice physical defense.
2.
2 as well, John.
So no damage, but I do get a throw.
Sadly.
So I will throw Hawkeye
Into the mask task.
into Taskmaster.
Is it a throwaway, John?
For there's a throw away, yes. So, I don't know.
Back where he was. I don't
Don't think I can.
Because it goes on me, I believe. So it'll be like
It
that.
does, so I cannot. Ooh. We
Just because
will,
that'll be really
yeah,
big.
yeah, we'll leave him where he is.
Yeah, and try and click him with a God of Thunder.
Yeah, we're then going to spend...
Do you have 6?
I have 7.
Nice.
We are then going to spend 6
Da-na-na-na-na-na-na.
for God of Thunder.
So where would you like to start?
I'm on.
Nice. I get 3 dice energy
In
defense.
fact, let's start with Bucky. just on the off chance I can
But
take him out
yeah.
before he got me back.
So you got 7 dice energy.
7 dice energy. Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
Bookie's okay. Right, so Bookie's alright.
Let's go to Iron Man.
Nice.
Slightly better with 4.
Blocking 1 and reducing damage 1, so I'm taking 2. There he is.
And Taskmaster.
This is the one I really don't want to go down.
Slightly better roll, 4 with a crit.
2. So if you get 1 more,
No.
Taskmaster lives, he takes 2 damage. Oh, and that was a very tense moment. Gets 2 power. Hawkeye last.
Yeah.
So I only get 2 energy. Not blocked anything.
Oh, where was this roll earlier?
So Hawkeye goes down. So Hawkeye takes
6.
lots of
But he
damage.
can't take 6, he can only take 3.
So he
right?
takes 3, gets 3 power, and then as we were talking about earlier, Bookie has got his back.
Yep.
So 4 dice physical, and I'm going to shoot 4 in the face.
Yep.
Just 1.
4 takes 1.
Nice. Get a rapid fire because I did get hit. Sorry, that does cost me 3 power.
Yep.
I get a power for that damage of just
You do.
1. That's nice. 3 with a crit.
Blocking 3.
Give me another one, please. No. So you don't take any damage on the second one, but you do get bleed, which will come into effect before your turn ends.
It will.
So you take a damage from that.
I will take a damage from bleed. I needed 1 more power to be able to do anything else. So I'll take a damage from bleed.
I'm actually quite luckily you didn't get the power to throw someone at Taskmaster.
That was exactly what was going to happen next. And Thor, unfortunately, is sat there going, uh-oh, folks.
Right. So who do we go with next? I think we go with Iron Man John.
Okay.
So Iron Man is going to spend 2 power
Yeah.
for Friday Hour to do a repulsor blast into Valkyrie. He's
Oh.
definitely in range for.
Yes.
So it's going to be 4 dice base, up to 6 because of Friday Hour,
Yeah.
plus 1 for a hammer.
Yep.
And my plan here, hopefully, is to push you away and then move on to the point.
Oh, I can see that coming.
So 7 dice, 7
Yeah.
dice energy. I haven't got the push, 3 at the minute with a crit.
Blocking nothing.
Add the crit, so 3 in total, but I think that days.
That does Dazer.
So I get 3 power.
She can only take 2. Oh no, she can take 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry, she can take 3.
3 power, and then so I could risk pushing you off the point, but it's guaranteed I'll take it if I move on to it because I'm healthy. So I'm going to do that. Where is the medium tool?
It is. I don't know.
There it is. So yeah, so I could do an attack into 4, as I said, possibly do some damage to him and maybe push him. But if I move on to the point, I'm guaranteed to be scoring it at the minute because I'm healthy. So I'm just going to move on to the point like so. And that is Iron Man done.
I'm in a sticky situation here because those hammers did not come off Taskmaster.
No.
They needed to come off Taskmaster. So, Angela is going to go. She is going to put a strike into Black Widow.
You don't have to do this, John. It doesn't have to be this way, John. So I get 3 dice physical counting blank.
3.
I've got 3 as well with
Two
a
crits.
crit. I'm on 3.
I'm on 5.
So I'm taking 2 damage.
I'm taking 2 damage and we're getting 2 power.
1 damage, 2 damage. I get 2 power, but I'm going to spend that 2 power. Sorry, do you want to do your place first?
I do want to do my place.
So as Angela does already have 3 damage on her, I believe,
She does indeed.
I am going to be doing the counter strike to try and
Try and
get
kill
some
her.
damage. So spending the 2 power that I would get
Yep.
for a cheeky counter strike, nothing. So
Nothing.
Black Widow's counter strikes really haven't been coming off the way I needed them to. That's not her done though.
No, that's not her done. It's a case of what she tries to do now. I don't think you are in range for I can't get
If
there.
we do this, so what we're going to do is use the movement tool to keep an eye on where Bookie's base is and move Bookie out the way.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah, so you can definitely do a Zyphos sort of the something.
My range 4 one is Blades of Ichor.
Blades of Ica, sorry.
And then I get to advance short. But the chances of me dazing him are super slim. Taskmaster's got how much left?
Taskmaster's got 1.
I think he's outside of 4 though, because he's further away.
Yep.
Yeah. So, Bucky's got full health?
Yes.
Widow's got 2 left, right?
Yeah.
So, do I attempt today's Widow? Activate Angelic Assassin, move short, and try and strike? Or do I just go for the Blades of Ica, advance short, and see what I can do? Okay, let's forget faffing around. Let's Blades of Ica into Iron Man. Range 4, 5 dice plus 1 for the hammer.
Yeah, Mark.
So energy defense, and on a hit, I get a pursuit, so I get to advance short.
I get 3 dice energy. 2 blocks.
Nothing.
No hit. That's
Absolutely
massive.
nothing.
So we were talking about it early on. When you do miss that hit, it can be really devastating. I think this is one of those situations.
Yeah, I cannot get to that side of the board reliably now to do anything to anybody else. I can't really throw anything from where I am. She, unfortunately, is sat in the middle of nowhere. And that may be game at this point.
Well, John, before anything else, Black Widow has had an absolute enough of this shenanigans. So Black Widow is going to go. You are within 2 of her.
I am.
Because you've placed within 2 of her.
I did indeed.
So I'm just going to think. All of her attacks only throw 4 dice, sadly. I'm going to do a mixed technique, though, for the sake of it, because it will stagger you, even though you just get rid of it.
Yeah.
So, mixed technique, I know karate, let's go. 4 dice is cool. 2.
Yeah, I'm taking 2.
Nice, this is how Angela finally falls.
To the Widow.
To the Widow.
I mean, she's got 1 left, so it is quite likely she falls to the Widow.
So she's taking 2 from that, she does get stagger.
So she's gone from the greatest activation we've seen potentially in a while to this.
She gets stagger, and then Widow is going to try and finish you off with a strike. So 4 dice energy, and then see what happens. 2 again, John. Is it enough?
It may be enough.
Yep, you got a crit to add in, and this is what it'll come down to.
It is.
So Angela goes down under
She also drops a hammer.
under the strength of the Widow. So you take a damage, which means I get a power, which I'll spend to pick up that hammer. That is Widow done, John.
I am in a world of hurt over here.
And what I've tried to do there is absolutely cement that there's no shenanigans Toad can get up to, because now, if somehow you manage to kill Taskmaster, I'd still be getting 1 point here, 1 point here, and 2 for that.
Oh yeah, there is absolutely nothing I can do now at this point. Which is exactly how you wanted it.
It is, funnily enough.
Let's be honest.
How the S.H.I.E.L.D agents planned this would pan out.
So it's gone from a huge Asgard turn to a couple of floppy Asgard turns.
Yep.
So Toad is going to hop himself down.
Yep.
So he comes down there. He is then going to spend 2 power.
To hop.
To hop.
Don't you be bringing these Toad shenanigans to my Black Widow, John.
I don't think he's within 2.
No, he's just out. But that sort of works for you, because I don't get blanks.
It does. So we are going to Tongue Lash.
You're going to tongue Black Widow.
Yeah, as we said earlier, the Toad with the toasty tongue is coming for Black Widow.
Right, so let's see what happens.
So to speak, that sounded weird. But yeah, let's go.
Nice.
4 dice.
You on?
And we blank out again.
Widow is superior. She only blocked 1, but John, you've got none. So.
I feel like Angela stole all of my dice.
Yeah, I think Angela sucked up all the positive energy.
Toad is done. There is nothing that can happen here.
Right, John, so at the end of that round, surprisingly, the S.H.I.E.L.D managed to stay in there. I've still got Taskmaster to go with, I believe.
You do still have Taskmaster to
I
go.
think it's only fair
That he
to try and
punches
take out
score.
4. So
I
I'm
agree
going to
entirely.
spend 2 for a mnemonic technique.
Yep.
So 6 dice physical.
Yep.
Because I'm sick of this man and his hammer shenanigans. Let's see what happens. Please die. There we go.
What?
See, all I've had to do, John, this whole time is...
Oh, okay. I got 2 now.
5 with a crit, up to 6.
So blocking 2.
He's taking 4.
That doesn't do him.
4 on 4, but he's got 2 left.
He's got 2 left.
I'm going to do it again, John. Go, Taskmaster. There we go. 4 again with 2 crits.
Yeah. Had this game not have been over, I may have spent Angela's and Toad's ability turns trying to heal somebody. Yeah,
6
I've blanked out again.
So Taskmaster finally has had enough, and he takes 4 clean out of the game. So John, what a crazy, crazy game. At the end of that one, the S.H.I.E.L.D agents have secured all of the extract assets.
They have indeed.
All 4 hammers, so they get 4 points. And they've managed to keep hold of one of the witnesses to get another 2, taking them to 18.
And Asgard have fallen apart almost as if their entire offensive plan after the first 2 stages was devised by Loki.
Yeah, so some Loki shenanigans and some careful planning from Nick, who's watching from his eye in the sky.
Who would have thought S.H.I.E.L.D were better without Nick?
Yeah, it was really weird. They seemed to come alive a little bit, John. Thank you for the game.
No, pleasure as always.
Quickly move into a quick wrap up about the game. And as always, thanks for letting us borrow all of your models, John, to record these
Not
videos.
a problem, you know that. Well played, mate.
So, John, that was an absolutely mental game. At one point, I thought Angela was going to carry the world on her back. She ran through whatever she touched.
I was convinced she got it almost in the bag for me, and then
when Bucky did his 2 rapid fire attacks into her, and there were 2 of them where you got 5 successes on defence, I was like, I know it's happening. It's begun. And then Angela activated, she went into Nick Fury, and I thought, do I need Eye in the Sky? I was like, no, he'll be okay, he'll be able to take 1 attack. Angela had other ideas.
she certainly did.
Killed him in 1 go, no more grunts for me. I was like, oh, great, this is how it goes. But then the rest of the S.H.I.E.L.D agents just managed to band together, and Taskmaster especially.
Yeah, I think
right at the end was immense.
having the 2 hammers on Taskmaster made it difficult because he obviously gets those extra defence dice when you're attacking a
Yeah,
second
you
time.
just can't.
You can't reliably get enough damage
once
on
these
it in
got them,
activation.
it's really hard.
Yeah.
And I think once that was the case, it became a big struggle. You were unlucky with 4 right at the end to leave them on 1 health.
I mean, yeah, I could have, as we said, I could have moved Angela along and thrown somebody into him.
But we're not sure how that would have gone and how it would have affected other things.
As we've said before, when other people pointed out in the storm, when I could have just moved up and thrown somebody off.
Yeah.
Rolling dice is
always better.
I
And sometimes, at the moment, it does seem like the better thing. Because I suppose in your head, you probably thought, oh, if a day's Iron Man and Taskmaster, then I've got all of the hammers.
Yeah, it was about that chip damage on Iron Man at the same time.
Definitely.
It wasn't the right call, but at the time,
But at the same
it was the one
time,
I made.
at the time, and hindsight is the most powerful thing.
Exactly. Unless you're Heimdall and then
I
Foresight.
was about to say, Foresight.
Yeah.
So, talk about MVPs, John. For you, who was yours?
I've got to go with Angela.
Yeah.
I think she just did
A monster.
I mean, it was only 1 solid activation from her, realistically.
The amount she did, though.
But that's the
and I
thing.
think just the sheer amount she shrugged off Bucky's activation right before that really stopped me right in my tracks.
And she took so many attacks before she finally dazed at the end of the game. She'd have come back with more power. She'd have gone again. I think she'd.
The best bit is we've got Bucky, who's this Spetsnaz trained soldier. We've got Hawkeye, who's one of the best shots in the world. We've got Taskmaster, who just knows things.
Just mimics
things. Got Nick Fury, and then eventually Black Widow sneaks up behind Angela with a taser, and Angela falls over. So for me in that MVP, I am tempted to say Black Widow, because she grabbed the hammer, she moved away, she got Angela at the end. But I've got to be honest, it's definitely Taskmaster.
Yeah, I think it had to be.
He was just great. The amount of damage he shrugged once she started to try and double tap him, once you started attacking him in general, other than that first round where you threw Nick into him.
Yes.
I took 3 damage, didn't I, off the failed dodge. I'd already took 1 from the centre, so I was sort of destined to go down then, but then on his injured side, he did absolute work. So that's what Taskmaster.
Yeah, he's a character you don't see as often as you would expect. Either
Yeah,
when you look at how sturdy he is, you go,
it's crazy. He was just an absolute
He was
unit.
indeed.
And maybe characters like him are the answer to people like Malekith, because that's a question being asked a lot, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm not sure what the answer to Malekith is at the minute.
I think lots of people count Blanks as defences is a start.
It is.
I think Black Panther will have good odds to begin with, but he has got that mystic attack, so who knows? Hopefully we'll be having Malekith on the channel soon, as I'm joined by Rich from Richmond Gaming, so...
Yeah, fingers crossed.
Anyway, John, thank you as always. It's really hot, so we're going to go outside and cool down a little bit.
Ice lolly time.
And
thank you very much,
cheers to the game. So guys, thanks for watching. Please leave a like and subscribe if you enjoyed the content. Feel free to leave any thoughts you have down in the comments below, and let us know if we missed anything or made any mistakes when playing the game. I just want to give a big shout out to all of the supporters of Web Warrior Protocols that have made this all possible, and a big thank you to all of the channel's patrons. The support from Patreon goes towards buying new terrain and buying new models to be painted up to be used on the channel. If you'd like to support the channel through joining the Patreon, you can find a link to it down below in the description, as well as links to all of the channel's social media.